Mercedes Mone, Sasha Banks in the WWE, was a guest on the Marking Out podcast hosted by MVP. And MVP asked about I guess the environment of the woman's locker room. And I remember having a conversation with you about Ronda Rousey, where Ronda Rousey, I guess, had the opportunity to have her own dressing area, but she wanted to be around the women. She wanted to be around the locker room. She liked that type of atmosphere. Like, what are your thoughts? And listen, I know there's two sides to it. There's the one side where, hey, you've earned that opportunity to have your own area, but also you're isolating yourself from everybody else. It's interesting to me.
I mean, there's lots of different perspectives. There's lots of different ways that you could look at it. Like, I mean, like, so Sasha is saying, I always call her Sasha. That's how I first met her, and that's how her name reads in my phone. Um, but Sasha's saying that she loves the girls and she loves the unity and she like loves that everybody's building and building and building and doing all this together, but she has her own space. She has her own locker room. I think it just goes, not everybody, like, here's the thing. I just love the camaraderie. I love that. I feel weird if no one's in the locker room, like when it's quiet or there's not that many girls, or like, I love chit-chatting over a match or talking about something or whining about something or laughing about something. I just love, I love the camaraderie of the girls. And I think it's why Nikki Bella, like, again, we talked about this, a while ago, but when Nikki came back, they told her, she had her own room and she's like, no, I don't want that. Like, I just want to change with the girls. I want to be with the girls. So it's just it depends on what kind of person you are. Some people are private, some people are introverted, some people, like, for example, Alexa Bliss, she just had a baby, so her situation is different because she is, coming back to the locker room and she's got a small toddler with her. So she's like, I don't want, babies are work. So, she has, I know she has like a little area that her baby is looked after. And so it's situational for every girl. If
Yeah.
Sasha likes her space and wants her space, that's great. But the way she treats people outside of that space, like, it seems like she is really enjoying taking on that leadership role in work, where she's able to like pass on her knowledge. She's done a lot. I mean, she has done a lot in the industry. She's been here. She's not a newbie anymore. The four horsewomen are not newbies anymore. So it's cool if she likes her space. My take on the locker room is that it's very, very, very sacred, and that the only people that are in the locker room are the wrestlers, and to be a wrestler in at the highest level, or even, whether it's a smaller indie promotion or wherever it is that your locker room is, that's the most sacred place around. And TJ, it's funny, I won't ramble on about this too much, but when TJ broke his neck, like immediately after, he went into the locker room and he said he had to sit back in there one last time. He said he knew that it was going to be his last time ever, like,
Wow.
as a
Whew.
wrestler in the locker room. He knew he broke his neck and he knew he would never wrestle again. He said he knew immediately, like immediately. He knew he would never ever do this again. He said that the first thing he wanted to do was go back and sit in the locker room with the boys one last time. And he just sat there in the locker room just for a few moments and just like took everything in, because he said that's the most special place. It's with the boys, with the girls in the locker room. It's like it's the most special place because it's like we're in the trenches together. It's where the magic is made. You don't just Not just anybody is allowed in the locker room, and not just anybody should be in the locker room. It's the people that give their blood, sweat, and tears for this that should be there. So it's, to me, I love the locker room. Not everybody should be allowed in the locker room. As far as like, I don't let family in there. Like, I don't, and that's just me. Like, if my mom came to a show, or like, it's private. The girls are getting ready. There's no, it's very, very special, sacred place. So I never take it for granted, and I love the bonds that we share in there. It's like a safe zone to be whatever we need to be and be there for each other before we go out there and give each other our bodies.
But I can understand that sense of community, and like it's a very, very special place. It's a sacred place. And this is not a knock on Mercedes, because I think Mercedes is doing a fantastic job in AEW, but you said she's a leader now. But don't you lead by example? Like, don't, like, people are going to see you. And I feel like if you're isolating yourself, it's kind of like an eliteness where they don't feel like you're your equal because you're in a completely different area. At least that's the way that I would take that.
Well, and that's the thing is that she's a heel over there. She's got 8 championships, and she's kind of a bossy little bitch. Uh, so maybe she feels that plays into her character better. I mean, here's the thing with Sasha. My relationship with her is that, like, for whatever it is worth, she has always been so above and beyond respectful to me. And I love her. Like, I really love her. So listen, if she wants to be a diva and she wants to be she wants to channel her inner Mariah Carey. I mean, Mariah Carey needed white towels, white M&Ms, white candles. Like, you hear these stories of these divas that have to have their own space, to each their own. I do think when Sasha was in our locker room, she loved being in there with the girls. Like, we had great times. We would have, like, during the pandemic, that was so much fun because we were all, everybody was kind of living, and we were driving into work because the show was always, we filmed it at the Tropicana Stadium, and we were filming there every week. So it was so much fun. We'd have these little locker room parties, and we would have dance parties. I have so much footage in my phone of me and Sasha and Bailey and Bianca and Carmella and the Iconics were all, like, dancing and throwing parties, and it's just so much fun. I love to record everything. So I'm like, take pictures of your life, take videos, take pictures, because tomorrow, nobody knows what tomorrow can bring. Tomorrow is not promised to anyone, but I love these great memories that I have with the girls, and I have so many great ones with Sasha. I love her. I really do. I love her.
Yeah, so when you hear that, because you're saying that, man, you guys were close, you had a lot of fun. Does it surprise you to hear her say that? Like, knowing how much she loved being in the locker room in the WWE, does it surprise you now that she's with AEW, she wants to be separated?
Well, I mean, it's not definitely not like, she was always with us in our locker room. Like, I never ever saw her have her own space or anything like that, but, like, she might be at a different place in her life, honestly, where she just needs to
Hmm.
have space. That's the thing, is that sometimes when I come home, even coming off the road, and this is a little different topic, but, like, people want to get together, they want to hang out, and I'm like, I just need to come down. I need space. Or, for example, like, when it comes to riding with people, people on the road, especially when we were doing tons of live events, they would have their own riding crew. So it would be like, it would be like a carload of, like, for example, like Ivy and American Made, they all ride together. They're all like, they get
Yeah.
the rental car, they get in the car, they all do it all together. When I was teaming up with TJ and Harry, like, we were a team, we would all ride together. You have your crews of who you ride with and you're with. Now that I'm older and wiser, sometimes I just like my space. And if TJ's not with me, I always ride alone. And it's not because I don't want to have a riding partner, I don't want to give somebody a ride, but, like, I feel like sometimes after a show or before a show, I just need to have my me time. I need to, I need to come down from either a big match that I had. I need to call my mom. I just need to reset. So if it's not TJ, I don't like sharing a room with anyone. And if it's not TJ, I don't like riding with anyone, because I just need that time for, like, as far as, like, hotel room. I mean, listen, if the great Khali was still in WWE, he's always welcome to ride with me.
That's why I say I want to be fair because I could see both sides of it where I think you need that time. And I think that's how, like, I know in, like, say in the world of the NFL, the quarterback is gonna have that relationship with his offensive line and with his receivers by
Yeah.
being with them and bonding with them.
Yeah.
But then I see the side of, like, hey, I've earned this. This is something that I've earned, and I'm going to take advantage of it. If I'm going to a new company or I'm signing a contract with the new company, I can kind of understand it, kind of. But I don't think there's anything like that sense of community when you're
I
all
think
together.
I mean, listen, if she wants her own space, she wants her own space. But I will say, like, I agree with you. I think that anybody that is just kind of off to their own, doing their own thing, I think they're missing out on that, like, that excitement that goes on in the locker room. I mean, I love, like, when Liv is in the locker room, or like, there's so many girls that I just love, and I love connecting with or bonding with. And, like, it's just fun to, like, oh my God, I love that match. And, like, I mean, I can't tell you how many times I put Ronda Rousey in the sharpshooter on the floor of the locker room. I'll be like, "Get down. This is how we're doing it." Uh, but we just have so much fun. Or like I can't. Beth Phoenix, she would always want me to spray tan her in the locker room because she's like, you always give me the best tans, and I love how you do it. And we have this special tanner that we loved, and I was like, okay, get up against the wall. I'm gonna spray tan you down, and like it was always such an event whenever we would tan each other because you got to strip down, and I was like, it was just so stupid and so funny, and I was like, listen, Glamazon, I'm gonna give you the best tan of your life. But like we loved doing those stupid little things. Like just the other day, Bailey, like, she was like, we gotta like throw a party for this person. It's her birthday. Or Jackie Redmond, she comes in, she brings all these Canadian croissants for everyone. She's like, I want all the girls to try them. So she laid them out and everybody was trying all these croissants in the locker room. And Asuka and Kyrie are just like adorable. And you see like Asuka painting her face, and you're like, "That's so cool. I love how you're doing that." I like I love, like, even just with, like, Stephanie and Roxy being so new to our locker room, like, I bought them little makeup cases because I travel with this little portable makeup case that has a whole lighting thing in it, and it's so cute. I'm like, I see Stephanie in the locker room and she's putting, she's painting her face. And I was like, wow, that's cool. But like I want to get her, she would love my makeup case. But then I was like, I don't want to leave Roxy out because like Roxy's new too. So last week at the Barclays Center, I presented both of them with this special cool like lit up makeup case that they were both, and Stephanie was like in tears. She was like, "Thank you so much." And I was like, "It's perfect for travel. If you're getting out of a cab and you're trying to race to the arena and you got to get out of the car and you wrestle right away, or if you're, getting ready to do press and you're running behind, you can just do your makeup in your car with this cool lighting." Like we have these moments, these special moments that we bond in the locker room. And like a lot of that's putting our makeup on or getting ready or tanning or changing or going over matches and like, just bonding. Like I love the bonding that we have with the girls. There's just so many great girls. Bailey is a huge proponent of bringing the girls together. Like she really, really cares about us coming together. Liv is another one. When Liv pulled together 20 women for my birthday party, and she was like, I want to do this party in Tampa. And like everybody came together. Rhea is another one. Like Rhea is, she's shy, but she's also got a huge heart. Like she loves the girls. So, and Rhea is just Rhea's so down to earth. Like in real life, she's just really down to earth, like a really good person.